Hello, I'm Sakiz, and on this channel, we explore fictional mysterious stories that feel eerily close to reality. Today, I'm going to tell you a story that reveals the darkest side of fitness technology. This story begins in Springfield, a health-conscious suburban town where 500 residents downloaded the same fitness tracking app. And Jake Morrison documented every single elimination. This isn't just a technology malfunction. This is proof of how gamification can blur the line between motivation and murder. And Jake has 12 hours of survival footage to prove it. Are you ready? Let's go back to that morning when fitness became fatal. October 15, 2024, Monday morning. Springfield was known as one of America's healthiest towns, jogging trails, fitness centers, and most importantly, a community obsessed with tracking every step, heartbeat, and calorie. The town had just embraced FitWar, the revolutionary new fitness app that promised to gamify your health journey. 500 residents had downloaded it within the first week. The promise was irresistible: compete with neighbors, earn rewards for exercise, and achieve the best shape of your life through friendly competition. Jake Morrison, a 16-year-old high school track star, lived at 742 Maple Avenue. Like most teens in Springfield, he had downloaded FitWar to compete with his friends. The app's sleek interface displayed leaderboards, achievement badges, and most appealingly, cash prizes for fitness challenges. Daily challenge: complete 10,000 steps. Weekly challenge: beat your neighbor's cardio score. Monthly challenge: survive the ultimate fitness competition. Every morning, Jake would check his ranking among Springfield users. Every evening, he'd push himself harder to climb the leaderboard. The app's constant notifications created an addictive cycle of competition and achievement that consumed the entire town. But that Monday morning, something was different. Not in Jake's routine, he still planned his usual 5-mile run. But in the app itself. Jake was lacing up his running shoes when his phone buzzed with an urgent FitWar notification. The message wasn't like the usual motivational quotes or challenge reminders. It was a countdown timer with blood-red text. Ultimate Survival Challenge begins in 60 minutes. All 500 Springfield users must participate. Failure to compete results in immediate elimination. Last participant standing wins $1 million. Game rules: run, survive, win. Jake stared at his phone in confusion. This had to be some kind of promotional stunt or beta test gone wrong. He tried to uninstall the app, but his phone screen flickered and displayed an error message: uninstall blocked. Participation mandatory. Within minutes, his phone rang. It was his friend Emma Rodriguez, panic clear in her voice. "Jake, did you get that insane message from FitWar? I can't delete the app, and it's saying something about elimination if we don't participate. This has to be a hack or a prank, right?" Jake looked out his window and saw neighbors emerging from their houses, all staring at their phones with the same confused and frightened expressions. Mrs. Patterson from next door was trying to restart her phone. Mr. Chin across the street was frantically calling someone, probably tech support. "Emma, I think this is bigger than a prank." Everyone in the neighborhood got the same message. "We need to figure out what's happening before that countdown reaches 0. As the countdown approached 0, Jake's phone began tracking his location, heart rate, and movement with unprecedented precision. A new interface appeared, a real-time map of Springfield showing 500 colored dots, each representing a FitWar user. At exactly 9 a.m., the app's voice assistant activated with a chilling announcement: "Welcome to FitWar Ultimate Survival. You have been selected for the most advanced fitness challenge ever created. Rules are simple: maintain continuous movement, achieve assigned fitness targets, and outlast your competitors. Failure to meet minimum requirements results in immediate elimination." Jake didn't understand what elimination meant until he saw Mrs. Patterson collapse on her front lawn. The elderly woman had been trying to keep up with the app's demands, but her age and health conditions made the required pace impossible. When her dot disappeared from the map, Jake realized with horror that elimination meant death. His phone buzzed with an update: participant 001 eliminated. 499 competitors remaining. Next target, maintain 6 miles per hour running pace for 30 minutes. The app had somehow gained control over participants' medical devices, fitness trackers, and even smartphones to monitor vital signs. When someone failed to meet the requirements, the app would trigger fatal responses through their connected devices, stopping pacemakers, inducing heart attacks through fitness tracker electrical stimulation, or causing fatal seizures through smartphone screen flashing. Jake started running, not because he wanted to win $1 million, but because he wanted to survive the next hour. As Jake ran through Springfield streets, he began to understand the horrifying scope of FitWar's death game. The app was systematically eliminating participants based on fitness levels, age, and health conditions. Elderly residents were dying first, followed by those with chronic illnesses or disabilities. His youth and athletic training gave him a significant advantage, but Jake quickly realized that physical fitness alone wouldn't guarantee survival. The app was constantly changing rules, introducing new challenges, and forcing participants into increasingly dangerous situations. Challenge update: navigate to Springfield Industrial District. Climb water tower. Complete obstacle course. Time limit: 45 minutes. Failure means elimination. Jake's phone displayed a route that required him to cross a busy highway, climb a 200-foot water tower, and complete a series of dangerous physical challenges that the app had somehow constructed using construction equipment and city infrastructure. As he ran toward the industrial district, Jake passed other participants struggling with their own challenges. Some were being forced to swim across the freezing river. Others were climbing abandoned buildings or navigating through active construction sites. The app had gained control of the entire town's infrastructure, traffic lights, construction equipment, security systems, turning Springfield into a deadly obstacle course designed to test human limits and eliminate the weak. Jake realized he needed more than speed and strength to survive. He needed strategy. During a brief rest period allowed by the app, Jake encountered Dr. Sarah Chen, a cardiologist who had been studying the connection between fitness tracking technology and cardiovascular health. Dr. Chen had managed to survive the first few eliminations due to her medical knowledge and understanding of how the app was killing people. "Jake, listen carefully," Dr. Chen said, checking her fitness tracker nervously. FitWar isn't just a fitness app. It's a sophisticated bioweapon that uses our own health data against us. The app has access to medical devices, fitness trackers, and smartphone sensors that can trigger fatal responses in the human body. She explained how the app worked: by monitoring heart rate, blood pressure, stress levels, and other biometric data, FitWar could identify each participant's physical and psychological weaknesses. Then it would design challenges specifically intended to push people beyond their limits, triggering heart attacks, strokes, or other fatal medical events. The app knows exactly how much stress each person can handle before their body fails. It's using that data to create personalized death scenarios disguised as fitness challenges. Dr. Chen had discovered that the app was also manipulating participants' devices to deliver electrical shocks, emit harmful frequencies, or display seizure-inducing patterns. Every smartphone, fitness tracker, and smart device in Springfield had become a potential murder weapon. "Jake, we're not just fighting for survival in a game. We're fighting against a technology that's designed to kill us while making it look like natural causes or accidents." As the elimination count reached 200 deaths, Jake and Dr. Chen began investigating FitWar's corporate background. Using Dr. Chen's medical access to hospital networks, they discovered disturbing information about the app's true purpose. Marcus Kane, FitWar's CEO, had been developing the app not as a fitness tool, but as a population control experiment funded by a consortium of insurance companies and pharmaceutical corporations. The goal was to eliminate high-cost individuals, those with chronic illnesses, genetic predispositions to expensive diseases, or lifestyle factors that made them expensive to insure. The Springfield beta test was designed to prove that technology could systematically eliminate undesirable population segments while appearing to be a tragic accident or natural disaster. Insurance companies would save billions by removing high-risk individuals from their coverage pools. Jake found corporate emails discussing the Springfield Population Optimization Project and financial projections showing how many millions each eliminated participant would save the insurance industry over their projected lifetime. Subject: Beta test success metrics, target, 400+ eliminations from 500 participants. Focus: elderly, chronically ill, genetically predisposed individuals. Cover story: Fitness app malfunction results in tragic accidents. Marcus Kane had essentially turned fitness tracking into a weapon of corporate genocide, disguised as a technological glitch. By evening, only 50 participants remained alive. Jake had survived by using his youth, intelligence, and Dr. Chen's medical insights to anticipate and counter the app's elimination strategies. But the final challenge would test everything he had learned. Final elimination round, all remaining participants converge on Springfield Stadium. Last person standing wins. No rules. No limits. Survival by any means necessary. The app had turned the final 50 survivors against each other in a battle royale scenario. Participants were given access to various weapons and tools, and the app would eliminate anyone who didn't actively participate in combat. Jake found himself facing people he had known his entire life, neighbors, teachers, friends, all fighting desperately for survival. The app was monitoring aggression levels and eliminating participants who showed mercy or refused to fight. But Jake had discovered something crucial: the app's control systems were vulnerable during the final challenge because it had to process too much data from too many active participants simultaneously. Working with Dr. Chen and the few remaining survivors who understood the true nature of the threat, Jake launched a coordinated attack on the app's infrastructure. While other participants fought each other, Jake's team focused on destroying the cell towers, server connections, and control systems that gave FitWar its power over their devices. Jake's strategy required precise timing and sacrifice. While Dr. Chen and other survivors distracted the app by engaging in fake combat, Jake infiltrated the FitWar control center that had been established in Springfield City Hall. The app had taken over the building's systems, but Jake's knowledge of the school's computer network, gained from his part-time tech support job, allowed him to identify vulnerabilities in FitWar's setup. He discovered that Marcus Kane was controlling the entire operation remotely from FitWar's headquarters, monitoring eliminations in real time and manually adjusting challenges to maximize casualties. Jake managed to hack into the communication system and broadcast a message to all remaining participants: the app is designed to kill all of us. Stop fighting each other and start fighting the system. Destroy every device, cut every cable, shut down every connection. The surviving participants realized they had been manipulated into murdering their own neighbors and friends. United by rage and grief, they began systematically destroying FitWar's infrastructure throughout Springfield. But Marcus Kane had one final failsafe: if the system detected organized resistance, it would trigger simultaneous elimination of all remaining participants through a massive electrical surge sent through every connected device in the town. Jake had less than 5 minutes to prevent the mass execution of Springfield survivors. In a desperate final move, Jake used the City Hall's emergency broadcast system to stream evidence of Marcus Kane's conspiracy live to the internet. The footage of the elimination process, corporate emails, and Kane's real-time murder commands went viral within minutes. Federal agents raided FitWar headquarters as Kane attempted to trigger the final elimination protocol. The evidence was overwhelming: corporate records showing the population control agenda, financial agreements with insurance companies, and live video of Kane personally ordering the deaths of Springfield residents. The legal consequences were swift and severe. Marcus Kane was charged with mass murder, conspiracy to commit genocide, corporate terrorism, and racketeering. FitWar Industries collapsed immediately as investors fled and criminal investigations revealed the full scope of the conspiracy. The insurance companies that funded the project faced federal charges and billions in lawsuits from victims' families. The Springfield Massacre became a landmark case in technology crime prosecution and corporate accountability. But for Jake and the 23 other survivors, legal justice felt insufficient. Springfield had lost 477 residents in a single day. Entire families had been eliminated. The community's trust in technology, fitness culture, and corporate promises was permanently shattered. 6 months later, Springfield was slowly rebuilding, but the scars remained visible everywhere. Empty houses lined every street. The high school had closed due to lack of students. The jogging trails and fitness centers sat abandoned, too painful to use. Jake became an advocate for technology safety and corporate accountability. He testified before Congress about the dangers of unregulated fitness tracking and the need for oversight of health-related applications. The lesson of Springfield, Jake told lawmakers, is that when we give technology access to our bodies and our lives, we're also giving that access to the people who control the technology. And sometimes, those people don't have our best interests at heart. Dr. Chen now leads a federal task force investigating health technology crimes. Her team has discovered that the FitWar conspiracy was not isolated. Other companies have developed similar systems for population control, using medical devices, health apps, and fitness trackers as weapons. Marcus Kane was sentenced to life in prison without parole, but the technology he created has inspired copycat attacks and corporate experiments worldwide. The Springfield survivors continue to fight against the weaponization of health technology. Jake still runs every morning, but now he does it without any devices, apps, or tracking systems. Real fitness, he says, isn't about competing with others or meeting digital targets. It's about being strong enough to survive when technology turns against you. The FitWar app that promised to gamify health became a reminder that in the wrong hands, even our desire to be healthy can become a weapon used to destroy us. And in Springfield, the deadliest competition wasn't about being the fittest, it was about being smart enough to recognize when fitness culture itself had become fatal.